It's your boy D-Rob 8Goonz. We are back with another OKC podcast show, season 1, episode 2. And of course, the one and only
The biggest YM.
Big YM is in the building.
What's going on, fam?
Man, you know how I go, man. It's another day, another podcast, another show, another blessing. You know what I'm saying?
Most
Um,
yeah.
man, this shit's crazy, man. I'm just so happy to be, what I mean, able to do this show tonight, man, especially with my guy.
Yeah, man.
And so, man, this is about to be an interesting show. We got hella topics back to back to back, endless. And so, yeah, man, this one's about to be a doozy. And we ain't taking nothing for granted. We about to go off. Shit, KD got some topics. I got topics. This is gonna be a show where the viewers can sit back and enjoy it. You know what I mean? Anything you guys want us to know, make sure you leave it in the comments, all that good stuff. Shit. We're gonna take this intermission, and when we get back in, we're gonna tear it down. Ain't going. Yo, 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 yo. We back with the show, man. It's your boy D-Rob 8Goonz. We got Big YM, the biggest YM in the building.
What's good, man?
Hey, man. You know how it go, man. Just another show, another blessing. So we're going to kick this one off hot. Deion Sanders leaves Jackson State University for a deal with Colorado with $29.7 million over the course of 5 years. What you think about that, Big YM?
Man, that's a lot of money, man.
That's a lot of dough. That's a lot of dough. In his last situation, he didn't have much. You know what I mean? I think he only got paid 1.5, and then they ended up saying like the school was so poor with as far as like touring, as far as getting them to other schools and their weightlifting room and all that extra stuff that he had to put 500,000 more dollars into the school. So out of his pocket. So really, you only got $1 million for 4 years, and even though that's a good penny to be coaching, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I would say 29.7 is a lot more.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, man, I don't fault him for it, man. I would tell him, man, do
I
what he
mean,
with
I,
the
I
best
mean, this,
this
this is
money.
how I look at it, though, bro. Like the guy preached being faithful, being loyal. Who's
But
swag? He's
if
swag.
loyal being loyal is
Hmm.
not working for you, man, if you can get it better at a, you know what I'm saying, uh another team, bro, just go ahead do that for that money, man. Go ahead and get that extra money, man, because why hurt yourself for $1 million?
I mean, I look at it like this, right? This is why I like his decision to leave, right? Let me give that reason. The reason why I like his decision to leave is because after he was preaching all this stuff, right? He swag, all this shit. Why would he ever leave the HBCU? He loves his people, blah, 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 right? When the big deal comes, these coaches have deals or clauses in their contract for situations like this. When the big school like Colorado comes to you and says, "Hey, I want you to coach our program," because Colorado's D1, meaning it's big money. You know what I mean? And Jackson State University was small. It was HBCU. It's basically like talking about Langston. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's small, man. So, of course, you're gonna do the dash when a bigger opportunity come. But I mean, even though he preached all that, I'm not gonna leave stuff. The
Mm-hmm.
reason why I say it's cool for him to leave at the most, which he can leave if he want, I understand that. But I'm seeing the reason why I'm cool with it is because it was small shit happening to him while he was there, like him putting his money back into it on his own, out of his own pocket just because the school couldn't fund it. And then you had situations like they would go do a game and his office will get broken into, phones get stolen, laptop, tablets, all
Right.
types of shit. And then he'll be like, y'all stealing from me, and I'm up here trying to do my best I can for y'all. You know what I mean? And so
Mhm.
it doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
So I
definitely.
do,
He
yeah, I
should have.
do agree with him leaving.
He did the
So
right thing.
yeah, he did the right thing. That's what I look at it as because you gave him a chance and you stuck in there and you got him championships for 2 years in a row. But then, when they start disrespecting you, it's to a point where you gotta go. You gotta go, man, and you gotta do better and blossom on your own. And thank God he left and went to Colorado. D1 school, big opportunity. If he wins at this level, he'll probably go to the NFL more than likely and start getting paid them hundreds of millions. Because, I mean, you got college coaches that's getting paid hundreds of millions. You know what I mean? And
Mhm.
so, it's kind of like a laugh in a black coach's face, especially a black head coach. You know what I mean? It's a laugh in their face whenever they deal with all these big colleges because you got people like Alabama, you know what I mean, with certain coaches, that's getting paid 65 million a year. I'm talking about big shit, big contracts, 50 million a year, 100 million a year. And so, yeah, man, I definitely agree with his decision to move away. You know what I mean? Because the kids was getting bad, the situation was getting bad, and he was putting his neck on the line for it all. So when we get back, we're gonna take this quick intermission, man, because we gotta take the intermission. Everybody gotta get themselves right. KD gonna hit y'all with some big news. Stay ready, so you ain't gotta get ready. We out. Yo, 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 yo.
It was good, man.
The big YM. Let us know what we need to know.
Maybe the hottest single out right now, other than my new shit coming out pretty soon. You feel me? But
Hmm. Hmm.
everybody need to go check out JK Mac, man. No love. That shit going dumb. Right now TikTok is going dumb everywhere, bro. But you gotta listen to it on YouTube, man. That shit it's a banger, bro. It's a banger. It's gonna be yeah, bro. He went dumb in a matter of days, bro.
Damn. So a
Yeah.
matter of days. So do you think, man, and this is something that I think we should regularly do you think we should add song of the week to
Probably
the
so.
show?
Bro. I think so. I think this
To the
might be
show, yeah.
song of the week for sure.
Okay. Well, I would definitely say my song for the week would definitely be Mike Do Well by Blast and Bino.
Ooh,
And it's a great song, man. It's a vibe. You know what I mean? My sis Brooke, she put me on to it. You know what I mean? Forever thankful for that. You know what I mean? And yeah, that's my song of the week, man. I think they going up. I went to this concert in Dallas. I got a whole vlog about it. If y'all wanna go check it out on the channel, 8Goonz podcast. But yeah, man, I got a whole content of me being down there 3 days. Tons of different stuff we did from the concerts, eating to bad bitches at the Mexican spot, a whole bunch of shit. You know what I'm saying? So I would love for you guys to definitely check it out, man. Run up the views on that. That shit is great. So, any other topics, my guy, Katie?
Nah, not really, man. I just shit. I really been chilling, man. Just shit, just maintaining right now, man. I ain't
So you
even.
telling me right now, it's nothing you seen out there that catched your eye that you was like, oh my gosh.
Nah, man. Not right
Okay,
now.
well let me bring up one that I know. Once I say it, you're gonna be like, damn, you right.
I mean, go ahead.
T.I. said he snitched on his dead cousin.
Nah, I didn't even hear that, bro. I didn't.
What? You
Nah,
ain't hear it.
I didn't
What?
see that. None of that. I didn't. I don't know nothing about
Oh
that.
my God. T.I. goes on his podcast expeditiously.
Yeah.
They have a whole clip about it. And this man basically says that his cousin said that he could snitch on him if he died.
Damn.
I don't know where you come from with that, where people get that from. A snitch is a snitch. You know what I mean? T.I. can't run around here trying to reassure and try to, you know what I'm saying? Make us feel like he's any less of a snitch. Nah, I fuck with T.I. Don't get me wrong. See, they getting me started, bro. They got me yelling. And you see what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
crazy, bro. It's crazy. But see what I'm saying? T.I. can't do that. Naturally, as a man, you can't sit up there and say, "Hey, uh, my cousin that died said, I could snitch on him if the case go bad." What? What? So man, I just leave that type of shit alone because it ain't my business. But I'm gonna let the people know, that there's some crazy shit going on out here. Motherfuckers is out here saying that they can snitch on their dead cousin.
Damn.
It's crazy, and so everybody got a problem with it until it's them. You know what I'm saying? I do get that. I do get that part of it. But you know, when it comes to something that serious, man, especially the shit that he was getting charged for, you know, it's only a couple ways you can go about it, you know. And then, he chose to go the way he did, which is telling on his dead cousin.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Which is crazy, man. So we're gonna get up off that topic, but I want to talk about Kanye. Now,
Homie, I
recently,
got that, bro. I got like a segue after that.
okay, my guy Kanye, um, like I told you guys on the first episode, I know a lot about him. My family didn't watch it when he was a kid, baby, all that good shit. Kanye, to me, is the most vocal big star that everyone knows nowadays. I mean, he's not afraid to talk, which kind of swings me into my other perspective of Kanye, right? In which I'm gonna let you get yours off, Big YM, because mine is another topic.
Mm, shit. This is just a controversial top five. Who is your top five? Who
Hmm.
is your top five artists right now?
Top five artists right now, and what? Rap, hip hop, overall,
Overall, like just music, period.
music. Period. Top five right now. Who's banging right now? Of
Mm,
course, you have the the one man army that defeated the Migos, Little Baby. You got him running front runner. You know what I mean, with a lot of shit right now. But he's dying down now. See, he's dying down. And the only reason I can say that is because I mean you hear him, but you don't hear him as much as you used to. It used to be just baby, baby, baby all the time. The baby fell all the way off. Fuck what anybody say. He's fell all the way off. And the only reason why he got in this discussion is because he had the baby on this. You know what I mean? He had the baby sign on his shit. So that's the only reason why he got mentioned. Other than that, he's been fell off. I'm talking about ledge tip over. What are you talking about? And so, of course, we got to throw baby in there. Um, Hottest artist right now, I'm always give it to my guy Blast and Bino. They come as a package. I can't really separate them. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
I mean, I could because they separate, but
But
whenever people listen to them, it's both of them.
yeah.
That's what they like the songs the most. So, um, of course, you gotta give it to Diddy. In some way, man, he got him and his son going dumb right now. Songs everywhere. Brent Fayez is still on the move. He's still doing big things, posting daily, all that good stuff. I just think his stuff needs to be, I don't know. I just feel like it needs something. Like it's just too normal. It's just too, it just seems like, you know what I mean? It should be fire because it'd be normal shit, but at the same time, it'd be like, okay, people want to see extraordinary shit, man. At the end of the day, they want to see you guys doing something no one's ever done. So I can't really technically put them in there, but I'll tell you like this, bro. I really can't say it's a top five right now. It's only a few, you
I was
know.
top three, bro.
That
It's my top three. My
mm,
top three, I'm gonna go with.
you going with top three or top five?
I know, but shit, you wanted to condense it, so I said top three.
Well, I mean, it's hard to do it because it's like, you know what I
It's,
mean? You got to think about everything. You got to think about everything that's going on. It really ain't nobody at the top of the game right now.
it's not, but
I mean,
I'm
you
not,
got certain ones like Dirk and all them, but that ain't
they
really.
not in my top though. Dirk ain't in my
Okay,
top.
so who's your top? Who's your top five
Honestly,
if you got a top five?
my top five, bro. I would definitely put Brent Fayez on the list, bro. He probably
Mhm.
like one or two, bro. You know what I mean? I'll put him at two right now because I got Drake at number one, bro. You know what I mean? Because Drake just killing shit, bro. Been killing shit, gonna keep killing shit, bro. And shit, I fucking with NBA shit, man. I like NBA young boy shit, man. He been dropping some little shit ain't nobody been even noticing. So shit, I'm gonna put NBA on there. And yeah, who else do I would have put on there? I'm a nah, I can't put currency on there. He not in the top. But
That's what I'm saying, bro. It really ain't no top five right now. Like nobody, all them artists done died down. It's only like a few of them niggas, like Baby, Dirt. It's only a few of them niggas
mm-hmm.
that's just like really up there right now. We know they a superstar off the rip. You know what I'm saying? Like other than that, it's not too many people. I mean, you got Roddy Rich. He's still doing his thing, but they saying he flopped. And so, you know, I really don't look at artists like that's why I be hating the um hip hop genre because it's like hip hop you don't even get this much in R&B, but in hip hop a lot of people like judge whether they're hot or not. And that tells whether you were good or not. Like in country, no, I don't do that shit. Like if they had a hit song, that hit song lasts forever. They know them forever as a star. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's not like no shit like, oh, you were hot then, but you ain't hot now. No, it's like them motherfuckers, they be hot and they a part of that club forever. It's never changes. So it's kind of crazy, bro. How hip hop is so judged like that. One album and you know what I mean, or one mixtape, one song don't do so good, then you're considered flopped or just a horrible artist.
I mean, yeah, it is
So
true.
I do be hating that shit. Like we judge each other too much. Black people, we be judging each other like too much instead of just supporting. Like, damn, that's a good song. We
Mm-hmm.
we worried about how old it is.
They said it when they got a good song.
Yeah, motherfuckers be worried about how old it is and shit. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy, but you know, I don't know. And then they got us conditioned to where we like that, to where now that's what we talk about. What's the top five? What's the top 10? You know what I mean? Top 25, top 50, all that shit, man. Like, we usually don't even need to focus on that. We trying to, like, really build and get somewhere. But I love the conversation because I love talking about it at the end of the day. So, yeah, man, we're going to get to this next topic, man. Kanye on the Whack 100 show. Whack 100 show gets deleted from the program of Clubhouse. We're going to talk about that next. Last topic of the day, then we going into story time. We out. Yo, 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 yo. It's your boy D Rob 8Goonz, and we got the biggest of the biggest YM in the building.
What's happening, man?
Hey, man, and we got to get back on this third topic, man. Kanye on Whack 100 show on Clubhouse, and unfortunately, after everything Kanye said, in which he went in depth on how this world is ran, he was taking shots at the Illuminati. I'm talking about telling them to come get me. That's what he was saying. Kanye was saying, "Come get me."
Nah, he ready to go to war.
I mean, this guy said so much, bro. He specifically said that the Rothschilds, the royal family, the Medici family, it was a whole bunch of people that he named, and he basically said that the CIA fucking has, like, Hollywood is like their number one place for mind control. He was saying some crazy shit. He was giving up information that nobody knew. I mean, everybody assumed and had thoughts of that was that because of how shit was going down, but nobody knew specifically until one of the big dogs, like Kanye, stepped up and said, "This is what it is." You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
And so, um, he's saying a lot of shit, man. He said Illuminati killed his mom and pops.
Yeah, I think I seen a
You know, he said
clip.
all that shit. He said, they just take over you, man. It's a crazy world, man. You'll think that's not happening to nobody, but just to stay on topic. Um, he talks all that shit on the channel, and I'm talking about it's not just one video. It is two, three videos. I mean, he's going for hours. Like, I noticed a lot of people are doing Kanye the worst way. That's why I wish he would tap back in with his roots. Come on back home. You know what I'm saying? You come on back home, motherfuckers can get you right. You ain't even got to think about all that shit. You can eat, be normal. You know what I'm saying? But if you ain't tapping back in, motherfuckers doing you any type of way. And so they basically used them for content. I hate how people will have Kanye on and they won't really talk to him. You know what I'm saying? They'll just like say something to get him sparked and then just let him rant. Every time, bro. Every time. And so, um, yeah, man, basically, Kanye talked all that shit, right? Said a whole bunch of different shit, foul shit to people on what he believed and him running for president and a lot of good other things. And basically, after he did all that shit, Clubhouse ended up shutting down Whack 100 show. Ended up shutting down the whole clubhouse. I mean, you go look it up, it's gone. And so they basically wiped all their viewers, wiped all their subscribers, wiped all that shit, and tossed them off the app, kicking them out of every room. They can't even get on there and go to somebody else's room. It kicks them out. And that's word of Whack 100, you know. So, you know, it's kind of crazy, man. How these people can just control your narrative, like, you
Mm-hmm.
know, they can just take everything from you just because you don't own that platform. And I really feel like it doesn't even matter if you own the platform. Motherfuckers, with it being the internet, motherfuckers got all types of ways that they could just sting your ass. I mean, all types of ways. Hacking your database, all types of shit. I met this one kid the other day. This white boy said he could do anything. Anything. He cracking codes, he doing everything, anything online, he could do it. I'm like, damn, that shit is crazy. That it's motherfuckers like you out here that's ready to get me on the internet. So it's like, damn, you thought it was one sided with, oh, you get on the internet and you gonna have to watch out for a real nigga. No, you might get on the internet and might have to watch out for a nerd ass nigga too. You can't even talk to him crazy no more. Cause he'll hit your shit up and you won't even know. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Mm-hmm. That shit crazy.
So it's crazy right now, bro. And you know what? They were saying the other day, bro. They were saying the other day, and this is Kanye. He says the new war been going. It's been going. We're in World War III already, and this war is not about physical or owning certain things or all that shit. It's about information. Information. How much information do I got? Do I have have more information than you on this or that or you know what I mean? The stratosphere, all that shit, bro. All that shit. They saying that that's the new war, and we've been in it, and it's still going on. That's World War III. Online is World War III. Information, opinions. Um, Motherfuckers is dying from saying certain shit online. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it is true, man.
Real shit, bro. And so, people just being mindful. They're being mindful, bro. And you got to notice the war because you see we haven't fallen short in it at all. You know what I mean? We've been standing tall through uh the niggas dying on the internet, dying on live, all types of shit. On top of everything you had to deal with before then. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
And so it's like, you know, you got to notice when the wars is, and I be noticing that. You know what I'm saying? I be noticing. You know what I mean? Okay, motherfuckers dying for that. Motherfuckers dying for that. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you gotta watch what you say and sometimes what you do. Cause like we talked about them crypto billionaires the other day. You know what I mean? The motherfuckers is billionaires. What problem do they got with anybody? You know what I mean? What are they doing? No telling. They could have been stealing money. That's why they a billion. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They could set up wallets, have people invest in wallets, take everybody's money. All types of shit, bro. It's new wars going on every day, dog. So if you don't pay attention, you will get got. Anyway, Kanye gets Whack 100 page shut down, and that's Whack 100 fault. And so now I'm starting to kind of like respect Kanye because Kanye, what he's doing, he's not letting people use him anymore. He's going on there and saying whatever the fuck he wants on these platforms because he could easily have it shut down. Then who wins? You know what I mean? It's like, okay, like for Whack 100, he thought this would be the biggest moment for him. Oh, I have Kanye on here. He's gonna rant. It's gonna go wild. Everybody gonna agree with me. You know what I mean? All that type shit. They're gonna come seeing what the fuck he's saying, which brings more attention to my clubhouse and all that shit. That's what he probably thought. It will generate more money. But what he didn't know was it was gonna hurt him. And Kanye was gonna have the last laugh because he was gonna have all the shit he said out there into the world on top of getting your shit shut down. So all that money you thought you was about to get, it's gone. They just shut down your page and took all that money from you. Nothing you can do. But the crazy thing is, played it right. Clubhouse didn't shut him down right away. They let him get all that information out first. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They let him get all that information out first. And then after they got the information out and people start fleeing there, after they seeing it slow down, then they pulled the plug. Lights out. Whack 100. Lights out. You fucked up, man. You fucked up. And you should have thought smarter than that. He just got through getting kicked off Twitter. Now you telling me Elon Musk buys Twitter, and you think he's not talking amongst with Instagram, Facebook, which is connected, of course, and all these other different platforms, TikTok. You don't think he's talking with the owners of these places, and he owns Twitter? You know what I mean? Anything Kanye gets on, he's gonna get knocked off. He's gonna get knocked off of every time. He's gonna get somebody's platform deleted. He's gonna do something. So, and Kanye just gonna go on about his day, eat a lollipop or you go eat a burger at the garage or some shit. He don't really give a fuck at the end of the day. He just terrorizing shit and moving around. So yeah, that's my last topic on that, man, for this show. We're about to get into story time when we get back. My guy Big YM is in the building, and let's get it.
This is
Yo, 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 yo. It's your boy D-Rob 8Goonz. And of course, we're at the end of the show. I got my boy Big YM in the building, the biggest YM.
it was good, man.
And you already know how you get down now. I was thinking about doing a little freestyle for the day. But I'm going to let that be, man, until maybe next time or later down the road. Or, we in a better situation and we can make shit happen a little more. You know what I mean? Right now, we distant. You know what I mean? But we still getting the show done. But I want to say that for down the line where you guys can, you know what I mean, see us on the screen and all that good stuff. For right now, we doing it remote. And we just trying to figure out how we can do this and that. So this is story time. Of course, everybody loves story time, man. And it's tons of topics we can talk about. Katie, what you think? What should we talk about tonight?
Shit, I don't even know.
You don't know, huh? Well, let's talk about something. Like, let's talk about a time you had to get on a flight. And you know what? Fuck it. Let's talk about the first time you ever got on a flight. Let's talk about that.
Oh, that's what's up. I ain't never thought of no shit like that.
Let's talk
Shit,
about the first time you ever got on a flight. What did your day entail? Like from when you woke up to where you got to the next city that you want to be in.
shit. The first time I was on the flight, bro, I was young. I was probably like 7 years old. I think I was going to Cali. That's where my people's from and shit like that. So shit, I was going out there to shit.
Well,
Yeah.
let me say it like this. Let me say, tell your first time you took a flight by yourself.
Shit, yeah. When I went to Seattle, I took a flight by
Hmm.
my. We stopped in I
Where
don't
was
know.
you coming from?
I was in Oklahoma at first, and
Oh,
then
okay,
uh,
okay.
uh flew from Oklahoma to somewhere. Then from there to Seattle. Shit,
Now,
Seattle.
when
That
you went there, when you went to the other place just to go to fly to Seattle,
mm,
how was that experience? See, that was the toughest part for me.
yeah,
Trying to
bro.
figure out the gates and wings and all
Yeah.
that shit.
My thing is, bro, I'm gonna go in there and ask every person with a badge about my ticket.
Real shit.
Like, where do I go? Where do I go? I asked probably the same person 3 times just to make sure I was going the right way, type shit. Cause it was a big ass. It was big, bro. Some
Big
airports is
ass airport. Yeah, they huge.
to get
They
lost.
huge. Yeah.
I have to take no cigarette break. I usually just try to take a smoke break or something, but I was like, man, I gotta make this flight and shit. So
Said fuck that.
but when I landed though, it was
Uh-huh. It was what you do when you land, dog?
when I landed, shit, we got to the crib. Yeah, shit, I just shit chilled for a minute. Then next day, that's when it went up. Shit, I had my job already lined up and shit, so I wasn't really worried about that shit. I was trying to have fun and shit, just see what it's about. But it was snowing at the time, so shit, I ain't really, you know what I'm saying, go too far. I just went to the store to see how much they backwoods was and shit like that, just see the price difference and shit like that. Nigga, they
Damn,
shit.
so you was smoking backwoods back then.
Yeah, bro. I was shit. This was a couple years ago.
Oh, okay. 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 Hell yeah, man. That's a hell of a story right there. Hell of a story. Well, I got a good ass story for you guys. And we're gonna give you that story right when we get back. It goes. Yo, 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 yo. We back with another one. You know how I go. I got Big YM in the building.
Man, me in
The
here like,
biggest YM. Yeah, man. I appreciate you showing up to the show tonight. That was clutch right there. And we're gonna be doing this often, you know what I'm saying? So I want everybody, you know what I'm saying, get used to it here at the OKC podcast, man. We're going crazy. And man, I got a great story for you guys. I'm trying to see which one I want to give y'all. I might give you both. But let's start off with this story, right? It's my junior year going into my senior year, summertime. I'm with Urban League. Just finished a program called the Ronald McDonald Program, probably like a year prior to this. And basically, I got to go on this trip that basically gathered all the kids from the Urban League who was in our age group to go to Temple University in Philadelphia. So I'm taking off, man, and this ain't my first time being by myself hitting the airport. But I'm taking off, and I'm young. You know what I mean? I'm young. Um, trying to remember all this shit, and gates and wings is kind of tough. So anyway, I get to where I'm going. It's a one way flight. Didn't have to go no other airports. I don't remember. And we get there, and it was just something about the air at Philadelphia. It was just different. That day I knew something was going to happen. So basically, we hop in this cab, right? That was basically sent by Temple University. You know what I'm saying? So I guess they paid these guys pick us up, take us there. All right. So we're getting mine or whatever. It's like me, a couple other people from Oklahoma or whatever. We heading down there. Tell me why. We getting a wreck on the highway, fucking with this Iranian driver. He driving crazy and then wrecked on the fucking highway. Hit somebody. Ugh, boom. Or I
The
think somebody hit
fuck?
us. I think somebody hit us. I think it was somebody hit us from the back or something like that. Because we was driving and it didn't make any sense on how much traffic it was. I'm like, damn, it's always like this. I guess I just came at the wrong time, or we came in at the wrong time. But yeah, about time we get to the school, everybody already got their dorms picked out, all types of shit. We'd have missed the whole meet, everything. So Temple University was a great trip, man. When I got there, had a good time. We got to visit the locker rooms. We got to visit their basketball arena. We got to go to their different halls. You know what I mean, for different stuff like music and writing, all this different stuff. Man, we was getting hosted classes. To teach us how you know basically how the next level is going to be by other college students that was in summer school. And yeah, we had a big ass conjunctions where big speakers came talk to us. We even had church on a Sunday. You know what I mean? And went to the chapel and all that good stuff. And they had a good church service and all that good stuff, man. Handing out awards, yada yada yada, man. But I ended up meeting a girl down there, man. And I had a girlfriend for about a year. For about a year from uh, Philly, and my ex bitch didn't even know it. So I'm happy to share that information. The bitch you didn't know, I had a whole nother bitch. Yeah, yeah, that way. He didn't know I had a whole nother bitch in a whole nother city. Yeah, that way. But that's what you get because the bitch was cheating on me anyway. So fuck her. And I ain't giving her no clout by saying her name. She's a dusty, dirty bitch. And yeah, I just wanted to get that little revenge right there. I had a whole bitch down there, man. We ate Philly cheesesteak. She showed me the area. I hung out with her. We was kissing all type of shit, having a great
Wow.
time.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wilding, yeah, wilding basically. And yeah, man, I brought some tree from OKC, so we was blowing, big blowing. You know what I'm saying? At this time, motherfuckers had the ready and the popcorn and gas was around, but it wasn't much. You know what I mean? It wasn't much. But that shit was costing motherfuckers 20 gram and bullshit like that. You know what I'm saying? So we was kind of staying away from that. I just got enough to where I can go and have a good time. You know what I'm saying? And I knew I would get a break, so they tell us not to go too far from the campus. But we seen all type of stuff, man. They ended up taking us downtown on a trip. And we ended up going to like where they make the money, coins, and all that shit. It's a big ass building. Ended up touring that, going to a different building where they had like this big ass networking thing where you had different vendors from everywhere. I'm talking about every different college in that motherfucker. I guess from Philly and the big ones and the small ones, and you had some from around the world, just different places. Because I guess they had the whole urban league from around Oklahoma City or around the world or something. Because it was huge. We had a big ass class. So yeah, man, it was kind of crazy, and had a good time. Came back home, fucked with that bitch for a while. I knew I wasn't gonna ever see her again, so I just stopped calling the bitch. Yeah, man, and but that was a good time. That was a good time back then. I got to see how Philly looked. Philly was cool. I remember one time we was driving on the bus to downtown, and I seen a little kid with an AK around his fucking body. It was crazy. AK-47. I said, shit, they live rough up here. Because if you don't know, in Philly, Temple University is not too far from the hoods. The hoods is like right around the corner. Because we ended up having some like Chicago dudes We ended up having some Chicago dudes who basically um ended up going out of bounds. They had no business leaving the campus that far. They went too far, almost got shot up. And so and we ended up having a big ass party too. And it was crazy. All the Chicago niggas was jumping around. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers was just you was just kind of seeing how motherfuckers party all around the world. They was at our age at the time, and I brought my little chick, had her come to the little thing. She was happy because she don't get to do shit like that, whatever. And shit, I was making out with her on the stage the whole night, having a good time. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers drinking, smoking. We getting shit from everywhere. I don't even know how we got it, but we got it. Shit was crazy, man. But they let us have a good time. And nobody went missing, nothing. Everybody made it back home safe, and it was just a good experience, man. And actually, when I was out there, I had walked by the big arena that Temple University plays in, and it's like not a Sonic, but a Wendy's, not too far from there, man. I went inside the Wendy's, and this motherfucker had the same, um, it was like the same little mark. Like I got a dot on my wrist. He had like a little dot on his wrist in the same place. It was fucking crazy. I'm like, bro. I'm from Oklahoma. Who would have known that you would have had that same dot, the same place, man? You know what I'm saying? He's like, bro, I ain't never met nobody like that. That's crazy. And so, it was pretty cool being down there, man. Dudes was regular. People was real cool. You know what I mean? It wasn't all violent and, what people make it seem to be when they talk about Meek Mill and all that good stuff. And then I got one more story for you, right? So I went to LA, and this is probably uh, in the freshman year going into sophomore year of high school. And I go to LA, fresh chains on, everything. Of course, people look at me different when I'm around and shit. I'm just stand out from the rest. I'm doing my thing, man. I hop on the flight. I get off at LAX, all that stuff. You know what I mean? Paparazzi outside. You can see them fixing their camera on the side. They just waiting for a huge star to walk by so they can talk about them, whatever the case may be. Right? I go outside. Pops pull up on me. He pull up with my Uncle Carl. My Uncle Carl died back right when I left for school. So, like going into my sophomore year, he died. Um, he ended up having like a heart attack at a concert or something, and it was all bad. RP Uncle Carl, that's the one of the main man, one of the main warriors, main soldiers, main leaders in the fam. So, um, definitely RP Uncle Carl taught me a lot. But man, it was kind of crazy because the time I was there, we hop in this big ass BMW, right? He got a big ass BMW. It's on rims and everything. So we coasting in that motherfucker through LA. He said, nephew, where you want to go eat? Shit, I was like, Red Lobster. So we go eat at Red Lobster. He chopping it up to me. And I just remember, the whole trip because, that wasn't the only time we seen each other that trip. I had seen him like 2, 3 times. He had a big ass house with an office in the back. I mean, he literally had steps going over his pool to where you can walk across the pool to get to either the lounge area he got all the way out there with a shed, and then or you can go to his business office to the left. You know what I'm saying? And it was nice. I'm talking about flat screens all in there, cheers. You know what I'm saying? Desk, all types of shit, computers. I mean the whole layout. So basically, I seen him multiple times, man, while I was there, at least 3, 4 times, and it was kind of crazy how he was talking to me, because you just never know when someone about to die.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just remember him telling me, like, because my dad was giving me a lot of flack at the time. He just was like, "Oh, he gonna be a lawyer. He gonna," you know what I'm saying? And I was on something different. Of course, I wanted to do that. I want to make pops proud, but at the same time, I want to do what I want to do. You know what I mean? At the same time, too. So, I just remember Uncle Carl, man, being like, whatever you do, go 100 with it. Never slow down on this shit. And whatever you believe in, don't let nobody detour you from it. You know what I mean? He was just explaining how hard work just pays off if you just keep going. You know what I mean? And he was trying to explain to me not to be one of those people who try to save money all the time, and because you want to invest. That's the only way you can make money. My Uncle Carl was a millionaire. You know what I mean? He had houses, he had all that. That's what I say. He had everything he really wanted in life. So when he went, it was like, damn, you accomplished a lot already. Millions. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, you just never know when somebody talking to you on their last days. You know what I'm saying? And what message you should receive. But I do remember him telling me to give it my all, and since then I done over 300,000-400,000 views, 300,000-400,000 streams. I done a lot of shit, putting in some hard work. You know what I mean? Learning about this game, how to market myself, and all that good shit. And I just remember he was the one, letting me know. Not saying that I didn't go 100 before, because of course I did, but I just remember that being a a moment in my life where you know he basically you know what I'm saying. Reality hit me because he was gone. You know what I'm saying. I'm not able to call him, or when I go back down there, he ain't gonna pick me up from the airport. You know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
with Pops. So it's always my Uncle Cat now. Whenever I do go, it's my Uncle Cat. He'll pick me up, or Pops to just come pick me up by himself. But it was cool when Uncle Carl come pick me up, because he might bring something exotic. He might bring a Rolls Royce. You know what I'm saying? Just for the
Mm-hmm.
fuck of it, because that's the day. That's how he feeling. He feel like he want to be in his suit and Rolls Royce as he go check on his properties. You know what I'm saying? So it was different living. You know what I'm saying? And um, shit, man. I just remember him telling me to go hard, and whenever he passed, and he wasn't here no more to tell me go hard. I was just like, oh yeah, I gotta go hard, man, because I know what he would want me to do. You know what I'm saying? So,
Mm-hmm.
um, it all come full circle. But those are some good stories that I can share in the story time. You know
Story
what I'm saying?
time.
Story time, man. So this is the end of the show. You know how it go. Shit, big YM in the building. Thanks for coming on the show,
Yeah, 8Goonz in the building.
man. You know what we doing, man. You know how it's done. Any shout outs you need to make, bro?
Man, I just want to shout my wife out, man. You know what I mean? She's been holding a nigga down, man. You know what I mean? I just want to say I love you, love. You know what I mean? So shit.
Hell yeah. You
You know,
got to, man. You got to, man. And big shout out, like I said, to my Uncle Carl, RP Uncle Carl. You know what I'm
RP.
saying? Shout out to Pops, Uncle Cat. We all in the building. They got podcasts coming. Make sure y'all check out my podcast on Anchor. You'll be able to hear the audio version of this on Anchor. We're gonna start that. That's OKC Podcast. That's gonna be a new channel for people to go check out. And don't forget the 8Goonz podcast, man, which people tune in weekly off that. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you go over there, subscribe. Make sure you go to the new channel, subscribe. And hey man, we out. 8Goonz.
All right.